Hi everybody, welcome to the show. Hello everyone, welcome back. This is Raising A to Z. My name is Amanda. I am a teacher turned homeschool mom. And today I'm doing something a little bit different. Today is a messy bun, getting stuff done kind of day. The kids have gone camping with my parents, and I'm taking today as the opportunity to reorganize and clean our activity / homeschool room. So I'm going to show you a before, I'm going to show you an after, show you some things that I've changed around and why, and hopefully this will help you guys with setting up your homeschool space. Before I do my before, which is a little bit of a shocking thing to show you guys, why don't you guys take a second to subscribe and click the bell, and that way you get notifications when we put out more videos. So are you ready to see a shocking before photo? Because I think people seem to think, especially like with this age of social media and Instagram and all that, that my homeschool space would be like this really pretty, pristine, clean thing all the time, and that it's just a really nice space. It is a nice space, but it's definitely not clean. Let me show you. So this is the current state of our homeschool room. So we got stuff all over the couch, toys, the bookshelf is kind of crazy, the table is covered. There's Legos everywhere. I don't know if you can see, but the floor has a small, light sheen of water beads that have dried up. And it is just bins and boxes and stuff absolutely everywhere. So before I actually get into cleaning anything, I always make myself a little plan. So I like draw out what the spaces are, and I help kind of figure out before I even start what my units I want them to look like. And that gives me a chance to kind of move things that I know I don't want the kids to have access to anymore. Things that or reshuffle things around. So for example, I know that I want to move these 4 bins from the kids' access, because those are small part things, and we're having a hard time using them appropriately in our space, because this is stuff like beading supplies, our moonlight reader. And so I'm finding, especially Zoe, like I'm not gonna lie, it's Zoe, especially the beads. Zoe likes to take the beads and she makes it into food for her animals, but then I end up with like literally bags and containers and bowls of beads everywhere. And Zoe is not the most coordinated child, so she spills them, and literally I just have floors and floors covered with beads. So some of these things I'm going to move to higher shelves where they can't get them, and if they want to have them, that's fine, they just have to ask, so that it can become a supervised activity. Other things that I'm gonna move around, so we've got magnet tiles, which our kids love. I have them in a small bin, but after using them for a little while, we've discovered that really the small bin is a little bit too small. So I'm going to kind of shuffle around some of our bigger bins and put these in there. So with things like that in mind, I go through and I make my plan of where things are gonna go, so that when I'm sitting here, it doesn't take me quite as long to actually figure out where everything goes. So that might be a great tip for someone, is if you're reorganizing a whole room, maybe take like 20 minutes beforehand and kind of figure out where you're gonna put things. Obviously I might change things at the last minute, but for like the most part, I know where things are gonna go, and that just saves me a lot of time and effort later on. I'm done. Took about 5 hours. Now I did take lunch. And multiple breaks, because apparently I decided to do this on like the hottest day of the year. But the room is done. Do you want a tour? Do you want to see what it looks like? Because it looks pretty darn good, if I do say so myself. So here, let me give you a tour. Don't mind the sweat. It's hot. Let's start over here. This is a little mini filing cabinet type drawer system from IKEA. And as you can see, I have clipboards up here, math stuff, math manipulatives, water wows. Put those in here. I cut the covers off because they're really bulky, but they go in there. Stickers, we have a body model, and then this is like a Barbie dress up someone gave us. It's like you dress up Barbie, she has all the different magnetic clothes. Kids like that. I put it low because it's probably easier for them to play with it that way. We have our abacus, which Alexi absolutely loves, and then I've got a couple papers here. So this is like white grid paper. I think my dad gave me that, and then just a regular roll of brown craft paper, which we use all the time. Then we move on to our IKEA Calyx system. So this is a 5x5. You watched our last video. It looks very different. So we've done a lot of updating to this unit. We're still waiting on a couple updates. We'll show you maybe on Instagram or something. But this unit, we've done some big changes to this unit. So the first thing that we've done is we've added a lot of these shelves, these divider shelves. These are fantastic. It makes getting to the bins so much easier, especially for the kids. So that has been fantastic, that the kids can actually pull out just the bottom bin without having to worry about the weight of the top bin. So that has been a game changer. Stefan is actually outside right now building me some more of these shelves, but to fit these guys, these smaller bins, because IKEA doesn't make those, which sucks. So he's gonna build me some so that I can actually do the same thing with these smaller bins, because these are a lot of like Zoe's toys. And so if she wants to pull out her dinosaurs, she's got to pull out these two big bins on top of it, which means everything comes out, everything falls, it makes a mess. So he's outside building me some dividers, and I'm very excited. He's also gonna build me some mini shelves, which will be like a half, not even a half unit, like just a part of a unit. And then this is new. Look how nice that is. I just picked up these turntables from Bed Bath & Beyond. They're regular $14.99. When we went there, they were on sale for like $11.29 or $11.24. And so I've put our like art and writing supplies on here. These are just craft peanut butter jars, but they definitely do the job. And so I can fit 6, 7 if I want to put one in the middle. And the fact that they spin is really, really nice. So I've actually added 3 of these. So I have one here, and then I have down here, I have some more supplies, pastels and pencil crayons, which I'm missing the lid for. The kids stole the lid. And I have some room to go on there as well. And then up here, I have my collection of like sensory bin fillers, which is really, really nice, so that you can just fill up a sensory bin for Zoe whenever she wants. So yeah, and these are the 12-inch turntables, which fit really, really nicely inside the Calyx unit, which is 13 inches across. So 12 inches, guys. What else we have? So over here, let's go shelf by shelf. We have puzzles. So this is where I keep all of our like smaller puzzles, because this is what the kids like to play with, oops, on a regular basis. So we have like bags and bags of just small puzzles. That's what they go in there. I have a few games, not a lot. Most of our games are downstairs, but these are kind of the ones the kids like often. Sensory bin fillers. This is some kits that we have. Some kits so that we have like easy activities. This bin's actually empty, so I have room for more stuff. This is some art supplies. Then we get into some other art supplies, lacing cards, stamps, beading. This is like a crystal kit that the box broke for. But I moved these. They used to be lower because Alexi loves beading, but it was becoming too big of a mess. Every other day, Zoe was getting into the beads, and feeding her animals, and they were going everywhere. Again, I have another unit so that I can put something in. Not sure what's going there now. But then this is kind of into some other things. These are like Zoe's characters. So she's got her, she's got like her little characters in there. She's got her animals, her dinosaurs, and then we have our Moonlight Reader, which is fantastic. Our writing supplies, and then we get down to here. So this is all paper, craft paper, construction paper, some writing paper, all the good stuff. Our paint brushes and paints, craft supplies, so that's like pipe cleaners, pom-poms, googly eyes, all that kind of stuff. Then in the middle here, this is our homeschool stuff. So it's not full yet, but this is Alexi's shelf. So this is where her books are. These are Zoe's, so I still have to swap them out for what's going in there this year, but this is their stuff. We got sensory bin supplies. So these are like the tongs, the little bowl, that's what goes in there. We have some sewing kits. And then these are our nature collections. So these boxes, like you saw last year, I picked these up at Dollarama. They were $3 and they are fantastic. So they come with the spacers, but they are removable, so the kids can just fill them with whatever kind of cool things they find. So I keep them in here. Alexi has 2 and Zoe has 2. And they like to just put all their little goodies in there. Then down here we have some stuff we don't use very often. So we have like card games. Our kids are not always into card games, or it's usually us who grabs them. So it's over kind of in a little bit of an awkward corner. Our fish stuff. So it's like our fish nets and our extra tank and stuff like that, like our quarantine tank. Learning activities. So that's like we have our maps and a couple different things in there. Snowballs. This is one of my favorites, actually. I should show you these. These are artificial snowballs. Found these at the dollar store. I think it was $4 for a dozen, or $4 for 10, or $4 for a dozen. Anyway, these are fantastic. They actually have like, oops, they actually have some weight behind them, and they have like a little bit of a crunch. Like they have a nice crunch to them, so they're actually really fun. So we actually can do indoor snowball fights with those. That's always fun. That's an awesome activity. What else do we have up here? Electronic toys. We have our Osmo here. So again, these are really nice, easy to access bins for the kids. So if it's raining and I'm doing something, Alexi can easily come and grab this and go set it up. Doesn't need my help for it. Then we got our Play-Doh, marble run, magnet tiles, and some wooden blocks. And then at the bottom we just have a whole bunch of great books. And we've got 2 garbage cans because Alexi said we needed 2. One for garbage and one for recyclables. So we got 2 garbage cans. Then, so this is another Calyx unit that we have on the side here. Again, you can see it's like a 1 by 4. And we have a couple different bins in here. This is just regular Lego inside a Lego mat. So like regular Lego. So if the kids want to play with this, they can actually pull the whole mat out and lay it on the floor. So much easier to clean up. This is Mega Blocks. This is same idea but with Connects. And over here, it's kind of whatever is random toys that we have that doesn't really fit in any of other bins. And then this is probably one of our kids' favorite things. This is like our saving area. So let me back up here. So this is our saving area. So this is our saving shelf. And so the kids can put things up here that they don't want to break or put away, which has been so fantastic for them. They actually, so this is one of Alexi's creations that she's made over here. And she has decided this is something she wants to save. And so she can leave it on the shelf for as long as she wants, provided that it's there. Like she can leave it there as long as she wants. The saving shelf is an idea that I got from an early learning classroom, like a kindergarten classroom. So basically there's a place for the kids to put their stuff without the fear of it being broken or having to be put away. So the nice thing about it is that you don't have
they don't have to put it away. And because they have a spot to go, it kind of alleviates some of the like screaming and fighting about cleaning up, especially if they're in the middle of a project. So we have the saving shelf. We have had a couple problems with it, and we're working to alleviate that. One of them is it becomes a bit of a dumping ground. So the kids have started kind of dumping all of their toys on it when they just don't want to clean up. They're thinking, right? Especially Zoe. Zoe is the worst. She will put like her one random horse on the saving shelf. So we've implemented a rule that you can only leave things on the saving shelf if it's something that you've made. So it's got to be, you can make a horse out of Lego and leave it on the saving shelf. You cannot just leave a toy horse on the saving shelf because you don't want to put it away. Seems to be working a little bit better, but it does, like the saving shelf, they really do enjoy it, especially for leaving out products that they've been working on for a while. So this is our art saving area. So if the kids have painted or drawn or colored something, it can go up here, and it's really simple. It's just some hooks that I've tied a string onto and then added some clothespins. I'm going to show you what's kind of cool about this. Is I've actually strung it through the wire. So by threading the string through the wire, the kids can't take the clothespins, which was a problem. So when we just had regular clothespins, they would grab the clothespins and take them and go off and do things with them, make crafts, build things, whatever. But then when it came time to like actually hang their art, we could never find the clothespins. So this way they can't move. And it works out really, really well for us. Then we have Zoe's dollhouse. I say Zoe's because she's the one that plays with it the most. And then we have our desk table here. I've actually, each side has 3 drawers. So this is Alexi's side. And so I've done school supplies, notebooks, then they have like their special stuff. So anything they want to keep in here that's special can go in the bottom drawer. Same thing with Zoe. She's got school supplies, notebooks, and special stuff in her side as well. And then, like I've shown this before, this is from IKEA. I think it was like less than $10 for the whole thing. And so it's a little empty right now because we'll add some supplies later on. But this is going to be like Alexi's pencils and erasers and her everyday stuff. This is Zoe's, and then this is like their shared markers and colored pens kind of stuff in the middle. And then we've got our little reading corner. So we have these are our unit study shelves. So as you can see, we're reading lots of Mo Willems right now. But every month I switch these books out to be whatever unit we're doing for that month or whatever our topic of study is for that month. And so it's just a nice way to give different book options that the kids can see the covers of really easily. It also makes it really easy when I say, hey guys, grab a book for our unit study. They can just come and pick anything off the shelf and boom, we're ready to read right away. Then we got our couch, a little light, and that is about it. So that is our room tour. This is our homeschool room. It is we actually call it the activity room. It is where we do most of our like book work, and it's also where our kids spend most of their time playing because it is on the main floor of our house. So you don't need a space like this. This, like I said, we have a bungalow, so we didn't have a play area on our main floor, so we took a bedroom and made it into this space for our kids to learn and play in. And we've really enjoyed having this space. It's actually been a huge blessing for us to have this space because it's become an easy place for the kids to go without having to go downstairs, or it's just been made really accessible for them, which I think was our goal when we set out to make this room. I hope this tour gave you guys some ideas and things that you can do to set up your homeschool room or your learning space. You don't have to do all of these. You can set it up however you want, whatever works best for your family. This is just what works best for us. But if you guys have any questions or comments or anything you want to know more about, leave a comment below. I will definitely get back to you on that. And otherwise, thank you so much for watching. Make sure that you subscribe and click the bell to get notifications. And then I'm going to be doing like some smaller dive-ins into other things in our room very soon, and you'll want to see those on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. So thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you guys next week.